gun. Pay for all I done. Well, I get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. Monday Night Primetime is underway. LeJohntay Wester to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
Going to the ground again on first. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down. And if these guys are not careful, he's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offense in front of the running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
A 3rd down run with Blue. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to run for it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Chargers nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Darius Davis to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run here with Amari Arlington. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To throw, Herbert. He finds Johnston. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. That's going to be good for an LA first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. It's Herbert once more. Has it in close. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Western on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31. On first down, it's Blue. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Not a bad first look for him in the this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First down now. Ball at the 33. Up the middle. Blue. A nice choice there to send this outside. It gets about 6 yards on the carry. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens break the tie here in the first. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Brought in by Gaston. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun give to Hampton. Has some daylight through the 40. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from the 43. It's caught left side by Harris. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out.
Hey, go Lion. Hey, Ram.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one's good to McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Hampton gets the handoff. They'll cobble together a yard there. Justin Matabike making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Herbert from the gun. Right side, cut by Davis. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
And that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Drive's gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Delta. 5-9. Ray. Stay tight.
Throwing now, Herbert. Into the hands of Gaston. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Black 80, black.
Running it with Hampton. Makes a cut to the right. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Here's Wester on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Who gets the handoff? Up to the races, middle of the field. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow the lead to 7.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Baylor Tigers. Lions. Go.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I don't mind that play-action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was, as they defended that pretty darn well.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he is on third and short. Rolling left, buying some time. Making the call himself. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
It's Hampton on second. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
First down from the 42.
Set. Go. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
You sign me up. I love giving those fullbacks a cookie. Not just short yardage, not third down. No. Give the fullback his chance. Give him the ball on first down and watch him do his thing.
Set. Set.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. Just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Go Lion.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? You can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Moment to right. Cap. Set.
To the air this time. Herbert. Taken in by Harris. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That means their final one. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Set. Ready.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Set.
Trying with Hampton. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Ready. Run. Set. Ready. Run. Run. Baylor Tiger. Set.
They'll run with Hampton. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chargers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now Herbert and the Chargers going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Malachi Starks. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Western on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Throwing again is Lamar. Forced out to his right. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one to cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
The left side caught by Andrews. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Offense in the hurry up here.
Oh, we changed it.
1st down. Here's Lamar. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Lamar throwing again. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. He takes this down to the opposing 47. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Jackson now on 3rd. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. He's got him. It's caught. Into the red zone. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers take the lead just before halftime. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Wester on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Delta, hot.
Hampton now up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Herbert to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. That's going to be good for an LA first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
To throw, Herbert. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Herbert kick out wide, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Baylor Tiger. Set. 21. Set.
Herbert to throw once more. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. They're in a close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Western on the return. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll start the drive with blue. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Gets this one to Andrews. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play fake with Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Play action. Here's Jackson. On the move. Headed right. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And the Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, this guy has been an animal on the ground today with some great results. A little surprising there, Kate, to see a sack so far behind the line of scrimmage. But that's a welcome sack defensively after seeing him do so much damage with his legs.
Lamar now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Kate. Not against quarterbacks and the red zone offenses in this league. But what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
Oops, knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. This is Hampton. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
I know it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Herbert from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the second on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own
1st and 10 from the 32. Lamar off the play fake. Looking was fullback now. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On the give, it's Blue. Get some space around midfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Give on second here to Blue. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Third down, they need 7. Throw here, third down. Has him on the quick hitter. the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. All set to go now from the 35. Play action now with Jackson. He has room past the 25. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down throw for Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. From the gun, Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now trail by just a point in the 4th. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Set.
Hampton trying the left side. Escapes the defender. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you set the table for more.
They'll run here on first down. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, I'm not sure the defense expected that give to the fullback. By the time they shook off the surprise, he was through the line and headed to the second level.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Shotgun give to Hampton. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. Third down.
Baylor Tiger.
Again, it's Hampton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
So first down from the 41. The throw outside, and they might throw this again. They connect on the trick play. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down. Come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. One intended for Trey Harris. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Here's Western on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. What a hit! Starts the ball loose! But I think the Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. 1st down play, nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. I'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. That one finds his man, likely. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. We've set it down from the 37. 1st down, here's Lamar. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Lamar throwing again. Drops this underneath. It's Blue. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Chased out to his right. That's completed right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Blue gets the handoff. Giving fiber on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
That's a gain of 4.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Up the middle, Blue. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Baltimore, first down.
They'll look to throw it. Has it down close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Blue has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Escapes the pocket. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Throwing now. He's got it. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Clock is at 3 seconds, and we've got a timeout because 3 points is all that's needed to force that overtime frame. Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Here's Western on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Lays out left side and gets it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yeah, that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Andrews has it, working downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. New set of downs from the 37. Now an inside give to him. He got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Hits his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone. It's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. The effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now give it to him. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Ravens pull in front. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's a race down the right side. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. They'll toss it to Hampton. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. All right, partner, well, I know they're not going to look ahead down there just yet, but let's you and I do that. In the red zone, they need the touchdown first, obviously, but after that, they're going to have a decision, right? Do you kick to tie and give the football back, or do you go for 2 in the victory?
I'm not dodging it, Kate, but that's honestly a great question. And I know this. That decision better have already been made. The best coaches, decision makers, we know this. They're play ahead, a series ahead, a possession ahead. That was a choice you made before you ever got the football.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. still to go here. This is second down.
Set. Ready.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Line.
Now to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for 2.
Go.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Set.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think